What's good, family? It's your boy Young Goblo, and today we're going to be ranking my favorite Pokemon across every single generation of Pokemon. This is something I saw a little while ago. It's kind of a chill vibe that we got going on right now, but I think you guys would enjoy it. And then I thought that it would be pretty cool if we did this together, and I hear what Pokemon you guys like as well. And then we'll compare and contrast. So the gist of this is basically they have every single generation. I basically have to pick what are my favorite Pokemon from each generation, from every single type. But we're gonna jump right into it. Let's see what my favorite all-time Pokemon is gonna be. Let's do this. So favorite Gen 1 normal type. These are our options here. Now this is tough because a lot of the Gen 1 normal types are like underwhelming as hell. Like, unpopular opinion, I'm not a fan of the Pidgey line. You know, the Rattata line could get on, Spearow line could get on. I do like Jigglypuff, but like this line could get on. Meowth Persian line, I don't care. Farfetch, I don't care. Lickitung, you a freaky ass dude. It really comes down to these two right here, Kangaskhan and Snorlax. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Of course, that's what the guy likes. But I'm gonna have to give it to Snorlax just because I've never actually used Kangaskhan on a gameplay. And I have used Snorlax, and I have a special place in my heart for Snorlax. Next, we're gonna go to fire, and these do include the starters. But if you guys know me from any of my gameplays, you know I have a
reserved hate for Charizard
and his evolution line. I like Charmeleon. I just hate that they just shove Charizard down our throat. This is a tough one because every other fire type in this gen is kind of underwhelming. So it's gonna be between Ninetales and a Rapidash. I've never actually used Rapidash, and I've used Ninetales plenty of times. Ninetales is actually one of my first shinies. I'll give it to Ninetales just for that. Next, we're gonna go to water type, and now this is gonna be tough here, right? First of all, there's a lot of water type Pokemon, and second, I love water type Pokemon. For I like the Blastoise line is my favorite starter line, right? But then I love Poliwhirl. I'm starting to get some love for Slowbro, but I haven't actually used Slowbro. Dugong is another one where I have love for, but I never actually used. Cloyster looks like a vagina. I want to use Kingler, never used that one. Seadra is cool, but it's not the final evolution. Starmie is another one. And Vaporeon was my favorite evolution before the internet made it weird to be a Vaporeon fan. So we're not going to pick Vaporeon there. Since I know there's going to be a starter option, I'm not going to pick Blastoise. I'm going to go Poliwrath. So far, this is what we got. So Gen 1 grass type. Very underwhelming list. I'm going to go Venusaur because it's a close second. Yeah. Electric. Another underwhelming list. Man, I love me a Raichu. Raichu was on my very first playthrough of Fire Red Leaf Green. Electro is another cool one, but I prefer the Hisuian form. And then Zapdos is my favorite bird, but we're gonna go Raichu. I'm gonna try to avoid picking legendaries. Ice. What? Look at this long list of ice type Pokemon we could choose from. Amazing, right? We go with the Seal, the Vagina, Nicki Minaj, Lapras, and the legendary bird. Ain't that crazy? I'm gonna go Dugong. And like I said, I've never used Dugong, but I always love how sleek the design is. And I want to use it. I want to use it. I know it has underwhelming stats, but fighting type Pokemon. Nah, this is another good one. If I didn't pick Poliwrath for water, I would have put it here. But my undisputed favorite fighting type of Gen 1 is Hitmonlee. I just love Hitmonlee so much. It is so precious to me. It's probably my favorite fighting type, period. Poison. Oh wow, this is a crazy list. Look at this. Oh my god, this is like very long. Pause. But for me, it's kind of a no-brainer. I'm gonna go Nidoking. I love ground types, but the ground type is gonna be secured for one person and one person only. You already know who it is. My baby Sandshrew. Let's go. I will put Sandslash, but Sandshrew is the one that resonates with me. Flying. I love Scyther, and I love Aerodactyl. This is a tough one. I'm gonna put Scyther. I can always come back and change things. If I have something for Rock I like more than Aerodactyl, then I come back and switch it. Psychic. We have a lot of great options here. I'm not gonna pick the legendaries because I feel like that's cheap. I am going to go with Slowbro. Yeah. I want to use a Slowbro on my team. Hopefully I get the chance to do it on the Nuzlocke challenge I'm going to do next. Bug type. I'm going to go Pinsir here. You know what's so funny? Pinsir has like, even though it's a pure bug type, its moveset consists of so many fighting type moves. Rock type Pokemon. I could go Aerodactyl here, but I also love Kabutops. I'm going to go with Aerodactyl. It is what it is. Ghost type Pokemon. Oh, how I wonder what this could be. It actually puts in perspective like, wow. There was only one ghost type in Gen 1. we're gonna go with Gengar because we have no choice. Oh my god, dragon types. What could this be? I prefer Dragonair over Dragonite. Yeah. I wish that Dragonite's final evolution kind of fit the theme of Dragonair and Dratini. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Dark. Who? These are all scary as shit. I'm gonna put this little fucking ghost guy. Cause that shit was scary as hell. When you went to the fucking tower, was it the in Lavender Town? Yeah, that shit fucking scared the shit out of me. Wow, Steel options. Fairy. Thank God they added more fairy things. I really like Clefairy. But I'm gonna go with Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is pretty cute. Now starter, easy. We're going Blastoise. Gimmick form. Now these are like Megas and Gigantamaxes and all that good stuff. God damn, look at all of these. This one is a no-brainer for me because it's the only thing that made me actually like this Pokemon, and it's Mega Beedrill. Mega Beedrill looks so cool, and it made a weak Pokemon like really good. Legend, out of these, I'm gonna go Mew. I kind of like prefer the mythicals over like the regulars. And then favorite. So now this is the cool part. They show you all your favorites that you picked from this generation, and you pretty much got to choose which one is your favorite out of all of them. And you guys already know what I'm gonna pick. Sandshrew, no brainer. All right, now we're gonna go to Gen 2 normal types. Oh, now I'm gonna give y'all some. Oh man, actually this is pretty tough. I love Gen 2 so much. You guys know it's my favorite generation, right? It's not Miltank, for sure. It's not Miltank. I'll tell you that right now. It's actually a tie. Okay, I love Furret, but it's not gonna be Furret, but it is top 3. Furret is top 3. It's between Aipom and Teddiursa. They are so freaking cute, guys. I'm gonna go with Aipom though, because I don't know, something about Aipom. Like Aipom is that one Pokemon that I'd have like a Pikachu. Like I would just like it, that and Sandshrew, I'll just have them in their baby forms because they're just so awesome. Fire types, our options are limited, just like Gen 1. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Typhlosion here. Water types, ooh, you guys know how I feel about water types. I think my vote is gonna go for Quagsire. I'm not gonna lie, he's just so derpy. And I just finished catching up to the Pokemon Horizons anime. And that Quagsire that Ludlow has is Quag. Just love it. Grass. Okay, I'm gonna go Meganium. I love his whole evolution line. I don't like I know it's a bad Pokemon for its generation, but I did say that when I replay Heart Gold Soul Silver, I'll be doing like a hard mode run. And I'm gonna pick Chikorita as my starter, and then I'm gonna pick nothing but bad Pokemon, so that way it'll be kind of hard. So we're going with electric types now. And I think it's only fair I give it to, I'm gonna give it to Elekid. Elekid is just another adorable Pokemon. They made a lot of baby Pokemon in this generation, I'm not gonna lie. And we're gonna go Ice. Very, very underwhelming list again. I'm just gonna go with Sneasel here. Fighting types, we're going with Heracross. I always love to put a Heracross on my team when I do Heart Gold Soul Silver. Like as soon as you get the headbutt to get one, I'm on there, you feel me? Poison. You know, I would go Ariados if it was better, but Crobat is the undeniable best poison. And maybe even flying on Pokemon in this gen. If I get to flying and I don't find a good one, I'll come back and put Ariados for poison. Ground type. Ooh. I would have gone Gligar if Gliscor was an option, because Gliscor is one of my favorite Pokemon. And all the other ones are kind of like lackluster, so I'm gonna go Steelix. Oh wait, but I might have to put Steelix for Steel. Okay guys, I'm doing something I haven't done yet. I'm gonna actually put Quagsire for ground, right? Go back to water and put Politoed for water. Hell yeah. Oh, you're right. Caesar is a... Sorry. Quagsire is going back to water. And then Steelix is going to ground. Sorry. False alarm. Flying type. Ooh, we have options. You know, I always forget that Skarmory is a Gen 2 Pokemon because you could never find that shit. It's actually kind of crazy how you can't find that shit. So here's another thing. You guys know how I love Sandshrew so very much, right? Another Pokemon that I love almost as equally as Sandshrew, but I don't talk about it as much, is Leedian. I'm going to probably switch him around because he's also a bug type, so I see what the bug options are. But Leedian is just, oh my god. It looks so cool. It's like the perfect cute / awesome Pokemon. Like, it looks cute, and it looks like cool at the same time, right? But its stats are fucking abysmal. Like, it's like so unusable. Horrendous. Okay, and we got Psychic Pokemon. It's gonna go to Espeon. All right, let's see what's our options for bugs. Oh, there's a lot of bugs, a lot of good bugs. So for Steel, I'm gonna give it to Scizor, so I'm not gonna pick Scizor here. And we already picked Leedian, and then we picked Heracross. Wow, I really love bug Pokemon in this generation. I really hope in Legends ZA or in the next generation they either give it an evolution, like something like an extra form, but something permanent. I'm actually gonna put this as Leedian, and then I'm gonna go back to flying types, and I'm gonna put it as Skarmory. I like Skarmory a lot. Rock, we're gonna put Tyranitar. You know, Tyranitar is an awesome pseudo. It's like pulled back by all of its weaknesses. Kind of like sad. Ghost, we have so many options here for Ghost, but we're gonna go with the one that I feel like resonates the most with my heart, and that's Misdrevious. Dragon type is another tough one here. So many very awesome options, but you know, when shit's the fan, when I'm backed into a corner and I gotta call one dragon type, you know, I'm gonna have to call up that Kingdra. You feel me? My favorite evolution is Umbreon, so this is a no-brainer. Steel, Ray said we're going to Scizor. Fairy, unpopular opinion here. You guys are gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Granbull. They didn't like Granbull when it was a normal type, but once they made it a fairy type, I actually really enjoyed Granbull. I replayed Heart Gold Soul Silver recently. Didn't beat the whole game. I got to like the 8th gym. But I had a Granbull on my team. I know it was still a normal type at the time, but I just loved it. Okay, starter. Gen 2 is my favorite generation, but it's so hard to pick a starter because this is tough here. Just because I want to say Feraligatr. You know what? Actually, this is not tough. I'm picking Totodile. I love Totodile. Crocodile is cool, but I hate Feraligatr. Like, I'm not a huge, I mean, I don't hate it, but I'm not a huge fan of Feraligatr. Typhlosion is cool, but it's everyone's favorite, and I don't want to be no basic bitch. I'm gonna just go with Totodile, since that's the one you actually pick. If you don't pick Mega Steelix, then you haven't picked the right answer. Legend, Celebi. Celebi's my favorite mythical, favorite of all time. I'll go Leedian. Now, my favorites of all time, they're not gonna be the strongest. They're not gonna be the coolest looking. They're gonna be the ones that resonate the deepest with my heart. Let's go back and start from the beginning for Gen 3. Gen 3 normal types. Oof. Actually, I thought this was gonna be hard, but it's not actually hard at all. I am actually gonna go with my favorite normal type is Zangoose. That dude is so freaking cool, man. That dude is so freaking cool. Okay, fire types. As a ground type enthusiast, we're gonna go with Camerupt. I'm not trying to purposely be different. Well, if I'm in the Pokemon world, I'm not gonna want to have what everyone else has. I want myself to be as unique as possible. You know what I mean? Water types. A lot of water types here. You know what? I might not pick it because I know I could pick it as for the starter. Mudkip is my favorite starter of all time. But I'm gonna reserve it for the starter area. I actually like Gorebyss. I had a Gorebyss shiny. I really like that one. But I'm gonna go Ludicolo. But if we go to grass and there's no good any good options, I'm gonna switch Ludicolo for Crawdaunt. And then grass we have, oh no, we have a pretty good amount of grass. I love Cacnea, but I'm not a huge fan of Cacturn. I think my option, my choice here is gonna be Credality. Credality's so intimidating, like I just love the way it looks. Electric, we're gonna go Manectric. Ice, ooh, guys, I know I said I'm not gonna pick legendaries until we get to a legendary category, but Reggie Ice, I love the Reggies. And you know, like, we had that one person who came and like decimated my custom league with their team. I was actually hyped for them to have a Regice on their team, so I think I'm gonna pick Regice, and I love it. And another unpopular opinion, I love it shiny because it doesn't look different from its original, because I love the original so much that I just love the idea of having a shiny Regice that just looks like a Regice, but when it goes into battle, it goes cling. Fighting types, I'm gonna go with the big man, Hariyama. Love me them big boys. Poison, Seviper is cool, but I think I'm gonna go with Swalot. Ground, a lot of options here too. I'm not gonna pick Swampert because that's gonna be my starter. I already picked Camerupt. I don't want to pick Flygon because that's what I'm gonna put for a dragon, without a doubt. Another one of my favorites. I think I'm gonna go with Claydol here. So whenever I'm gonna replay Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I'm doing a full ground type team, and I'm glad there's enough ground types that are from Gen 3 that I can just put on a team. Flying types. Is this a fucking the Lugia from that one spin-off game? What the hell? I'll go with Masquerain. Yeah, why not? Okay, Psychic. Oh, there's a lot of options here. Okay, I'm stuck between Medicham and Solrock, but I think what I'm gonna end up going with is Solrock. No duplicates, and I feel like there's no other time I'm gonna. If I go to Rock and there's no other good ones, I'll come back and switch Medicham out. Okay, so now we got Bug. I'm gonna go with Anorith. Armaldo. I really love the fossils from this generation. They didn't miss. Rock, okay, we're gonna pick Solrock. We're gonna go back and put Medicham for Psychic. Now we're gonna go Ghost. Another one of my faves that fall in the same line as like a Ledian and Sandshrew is Sableye. Love these little guys. So mischievous. Dragon, Flygon. Don't even need to look at anything else. Dark. Ooh, I'll go Absol. We're gonna go for Steel. But I love him a while too. This is gonna be tough when I have to choose the Mega Evolution. I'm gonna go with Aggron, but Mawile, I would have put Mawile. Oh yeah, Mawile for Fairy. Yeah. Now starter, we're gonna put Swampert without a doubt, and then Gimmick. Oh man, there's so many options here. Jeez, damn, Mega Mawile, I love. Mega Camerupt, I love. Mega Absol, I love. Ooh, I'm gonna go Mawile. I'm sorry. Like, this made Mawile usable in like a competitive standpoint with its like huge power. This is so awesome. Legendary, I'm gonna put Regice here, right? Because I thought there were more options. And I'm gonna go back to Ice, and I'm gonna switch this for Glalie. And then favorite of all time from this list. This is probably gonna be the toughest out of all of these. There's so many greats. All right. We're gonna eliminate Camerupt, Ludicolo, Credality, Manectric, Glalie, Hariyama, Swalot, Claydol, Masquerain, Medicham, Armaldo, Solrock. The ones I'm really looking at is Zangoose, Sableye, Flygon, Mega Mawile, Swampert, and Regice. It would make sense if my favorite starter would be my favorite Pokemon from this generation, but like, I don't know. I just loved every one of these Pokemon so much. I'm gonna just go Swampert. I'm just not gonna think about it too much. It is my favorite starter. Well, it just goes to show how good of a generation Gen 3 was for real. Now we're going to Gen 4, which I don't think Gen 4 is gonna be that hard for me to decide. Normal type Pokemon, right? I picked Aipom as my favorite normal type from Gen 2, but I hate Ambipom so much. But I think I'm gonna go with Purugly. I told you recently I gained love for Purugly, and that's why Purugly is gonna be there. Fire types, I'm gonna go with Magmortar. I'm lying, it's Infernape. I can't even deny that shit. Water types, Mantike. So hear me out, guys. Hear me out. Mantike with an Eviolite. It looks cute and it's a tank. I used it once. I called it Little Tanker, and that boy was a tank, and he was tanking shit for me. Love that little guy. Grass types, I'm gonna go Leafeon. Even though you can't get a Leafeon in a regular Diamond Pro playthrough. Fucking sucks. Electric, what is up with these Pichus? Look, there's just like 2 random Pichus there. Like event Pichus. Anyway, Electivire, without a doubt. Ice types, I think I'm gonna give it a Glaceon. I love Leafeon and Glaceon so much. Fighting type, I'm gonna give it to Riolu, not Lucario. The last Pokemon I ever shiny hunted for, well, with the exception of today I actually shiny hunted for a Spidops and got it on my first egg. Either I'm extremely lucky or this game fucking loves me. I wanted to get a shiny Spidops, so I went to go hatch some eggs, and this is my very first egg. Like, legit, my very first egg. It's so crazy. So I wouldn't really consider it hunting because I thought that was fucking crazy. But it was Riolu, and it took me like so long. And I had no intentions of evolving it into Lucario because I just love the way it looks. Poison type, we're gonna give this to Krogunk. Krogunk is such a funny guy. Blow up. Ground. This is not tough at all, actually. A lot of great options. But you know I gotta go with that Gliscor. That boy right there. He's some pressure. Flying types. Wait, let me go back to water. I think I might switch Mantike here. Oh yeah, I am. I'm gonna switch Floatzu. Then flying, I'm gonna pick Mantike. Psychic. Damn, this is like some shitty ass options. I guess I'm gonna go Gallade here. There's no really other good options there. Damn, Gen 4 was really underwhelming. Bug. Yeah, Mega is so cool, but I love Vespiquen. Rock. Bastiodon. I know it has shitty attack stats, but it's like the ultimate set of Pokemon. Ghost. Alright, this is an easy one. I'm gonna go with Dusknoir. Another thick boy. Dragons is basically legendaries, and I guess I'm gonna just go with Garchomp. Dark, I'm gonna go Drapion. Steel, I was gonna pick Empoleon as my starter. There's no other one, so I guess I'm gonna have to go Empoleon here. Fairy, Togekiss, we're not gonna think too much about it. Damn, is there really no other good options? I guess I'll put Magnezone. I don't want to put no duplicates, that's why I'm like really trying my hardest not to duplicate any Pokemon, so it makes this last decision a little harder. Gimmick Pokemon, so this is like Mega Evolution. I'm gonna give it to Lopunny. Please don't be weird about it. Legendary, I'm gonna give it to Regigigas. I love Regigigas cry in the anime. Oh my god. You know what? Mega Abomasnow is dope. I'm gonna switch it. You know what, man? You got me. Now my favorite all time from this generation, not even close, is Gliscor. Yeah. From the top, make it drop. We're at to Gen 5, which is the only gen that you guys seen me play so far. So this should be relatively easy because it's very fresh in my mind. Wow, there's so many normal types. Jeez Louise. Why is this bitch's legs considered a normal type? Oh, those are from like Black 2, White 2, right? When looking at that thing. Looking at all the options here, right? We're gonna go Stoutland. Hell yeah. Sandrush, I could use it on my ground type teams. Love that. Love that Pokemon for that reason. Fire, come on. This is not even, all right. Steve is all the way back there. I'm not gonna get Steve right now, but it's definitely Steve. Steve is the new fixation Pokemon for me. Water types, I'm gonna pick Samurott for my starter. It's gonna be Marley, guys. It's gonna be Marley. I said it before I even got it on my team, and I'm still riding with it. That Simipour deserves love, and I'm gonna put Simipour as my favorite water. Now grass, we have a lot of options here, a ton of options, but I think I'm gonna go with. I have to go with Watermelon. Is this any surprise to you guys that this is the team the Pokemon I'm picking? Pokemon that were in my final team. Electric, it's not that easy. Electros, yes, I love it. No weaknesses, and the Gen 5 sprite looks so badass. Like, come on. Not that many options, but it's okay because I resonate with bear Pokemon a lot, so Beartic is gonna be the one that gets that spot. Fighting type, we're gonna go with Ming Shao. Love the design, it looks so cool. I hate that it kicked my ass a few times when I was in the Elite Four. Poison, I apologize to, I think, Sir Wi-Fi. I'm pretty sure Sir Wi-Fi is the one who loves Garbodor, or whoever is the one who loves Garbodor. I had Garbodor on my final team, but Garbodor is not my favorite poison type from this gen. It is Scolipede, and Scolipede is awesome. I just never got the chance to use it in that recent playthrough. Ground, come on now, it's Crocodile. Flying types, ooh, our final team, and since you guys hate it so much is the reason why I'm putting it. Unfezant, but the female form. Unfezant female form helped carry me through the Elite Four, so without a doubt, without a doubt. Psychic, I know Gothitelle is my fiance's favorite, so I'm not gonna pick it for that very reason. But I think it's Reuniclus. We're gonna go Bug. A lot of Bug type Pokemon, a lot of great Bug type Pokemon in this generation. One of the best gens for Bug types. I'm gonna go Galvantula because I picked all the other ones for other categories that I actually like. Galvantula is one of my favorites too. Rock, I'm gonna go Gigalith. I didn't use it in my playthrough either, but Gigalith with Sandstorm ability, 50% increase in the special defense. Like, come on, let's talk about it. Ghost types, oh, man, I love Golurk so much, but I haven't actually used it, so I can't really put that as mine. So we're gonna put Cofagrigus because, you know, my son Yumi held it down for me too at the Elite Four. Dragon types, I'm going Druddigon here. Didn't get the chance to use it, but another great one. Dark, oh, okay, I'm gonna put Golurk ground, and then for dark, I'm gonna put Crocodile. Yeah. Steel, we're going Escavalier. Love this bug. Another great bug type. Fairy type, Whimsicott. I like Whimsicott though, but it's the only option here. So starter, we're gonna go Samurott. Gimmick form, oh jeez Louise. There's nothing really, like, this is just some bullshit. Look at these options. This is just bullshit. We're gonna go with Gigantamax Garbodor. Legendary, but Thundurus. Thundurus is, with this specific form, is my favorite because it look like he got anal beads coming out his ass. And then favorite of all time from this gen. Oh man, this is tough. I love so many Pokemon from this generation. And I'm not gonna lie, Steve just recently got some love for me, so there might be some bias on that. But when I replay Black 2, because I am gonna replay Black 2, I might do it like casually on stream, no challenges. You guys can hop in, we can just have some fun. I'll pick any Pokemon that I didn't pick in my previous gameplay. We're gonna go Stevie BV. So with Steve and Sandshrew, right, on my favorites here, they can be like interchanged between Sandslash and Darmanitan. Just to put that out there. But I just love their pre-evos because they're just, you know, special place in my heart type shit. Okay, normal types in Gen 6. They added quite a few, and I'm surprised they have like Mega Evolutions as an option here. You know, I never got the chance to use a Furfuru, and at the time I thought Furfurus looked too gimmicky and I didn't like them. But I honestly, if I were to replay this generation, I'll put a Furfuru on my team. With all that being said, I'm not picking Furfuru. I am picking, without a doubt, Helioptile. Hell yeah, Helioptile is so dope. Fire types, I'm not gonna pick any Megas. Pyroar. Water type, oh, it has to be damn, what's his name? Clawitzer? Is that the name of this one? I'm pretty sure that's the name. I could be mistaken though. But this hits with that special ability that makes any like spear-like moves like hit stronger. Oh yeah. Grass. I'm gonna go with Trevenant. Electric. Look at all these Pikachus. Like that's not even. Damn, this weak ass selection of electrics. I'm gonna actually pick Helioptile here and go back to normals over here and see what other options are here. Man, this is an ass selection. I guess I have to pick a Furfuru here. Which Furfuru form looks the best? I think I like this one, the red one. I think that one looks the best, right? We're gonna rock with that one. All right. Ice type Pokemon, without a doubt, it's Aurorus. Such a great fossil. Such an amazing fossil. Fighting type, Pangoro. You know I love me my thick boys. I'm thinking I might do a gameplay one day where I just do like fat Pokemon. I think that will resonate with me. Poison types, we're gonna go with Dragalge. I actually like Dragalge, so the fact that it's the only poison non-mega poison type is cool. Ground. Wow, we only have one ground type in this gen, and it's a fucking Diggersby. Okay, I guess by default I'm picking Diggersby. It is what it is. Flying type. This may look like there's a lot, but these are all villain forms, and not jacking any of that. The answer is Noivern. Psychic. Oh yeah. I'm picking Meowstic, but the boy one. Oh, so cool. But it's only viable in like double battles. I always wanted to use it though. Bug. Jeez. The only bug type Pokemon that's not a mega is the villain's like line. That's crazy. I guess certain Pokemon have to, you know, get the shit end of the stick. We're gonna just pick this one because it looks like it's like ground oriented. Rock type, because I picked Aurorus for the last one, I'm gonna pick Tyrantrum for this one. Another great fossil. They did their thing with their fossils in this generation. Ghosts, we're gonna go with Aegislash. Dragon, the dragon types were actually kind of stacked. I picked Dragalge for my poison. I picked Tyrantrum for my rock. I'm gonna pick Goodra for this, and we picked Noivern for flying, so it's pretty cool. Dark, I picked Pangoro already, so I'll put Greninja here. Yeah, that's cool. Steel, and no other options really. We're gonna go with Klefki because we have no option. Fairy type, I'm not gonna go with Florges. I think I'm gonna go with Aromatisse. I've never actually used Aromatisse, but I want to try it. Starter, very unpopular opinion. I'm gonna pick Chestnut, but I'm not even gonna pick I'm gonna pick the Chestnut line, but I'm not gonna pick Chespin or Chestnut. I'm picking Cooladin. Cause so many people hate him, but I just love that he's like a round boy. Gimmick, whoo, there's so many options here, guys. Jeez Louise, my whole screen is being taken up. You know what? From the options we haven't chosen yet, I think in like from Pokemon that I actually like, I'm gonna pick Camerupt. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Okay, now we got legendary, and we're gonna go with, damn, Zygarde looks so cool. Okay, I'll pick Zygarde. And then our favorite of all time from Gen 6. They're all kind of like whatever. So I'm going to go with... Matter of fact, we're going to go Quilladin. Just to get everybody mad. Everyone that comes across this video is going to be like, what the fuck? I like it. Like, how can you not like that guy? He was my first starter. I'm not going to lie. At first, I was kind of underwhelmed. But, you know, I grew to love it. And that's what Pokemon is about. Now we're going to the Alola region. Normal types. Beware. Fire types. Not a lot of options. Now I'm gonna go with Incineroar. Water types. Now this is a stacked one right here. I'm gonna go with Toxapex. Yo, when Alola came out, the Alolan games, I abused Toxapex in like the competitive standpoint. Grass. I'll pick the Decidueye because I've never used any of the other ones, so I'm not even gonna lie to you. Electric. Ooh, a lot of good electric types. I'm gonna pick Tapu Koko. Ice. Come on now. Fighting. Ooh. Ooh, there's good options here, but I'm gonna go with Kommo-o. Love that pseudo. Poison, I'm gonna have to go with Salazzle here. Ground, I'm just gonna go Mudsdale because I really don't care about any of the other ground types. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Flying, Minior, without a doubt. Which color though? I'm gonna just go with the orange one. Orange is one of my favorite colors. Psychic, I'm gonna go with Alolan Raichu. Yeah, why not? Just because I'm not picking anything else. Bug, Buzzwole is so fucking intimidating. But I'm gonna go Golisopod. Rock, we're gonna go... Oh, Minior would have been great here too. We're gonna go with Lycanroc, but we're gonna go with the Dusk form. Ghost, we're gonna go with Marowak. Because I like Marowak already, so just the fire ghost typing is pretty cool. Dragon, we picked Kommo-o there. I think I'm gonna put Turtonator here. Well, actually, I never used Turtonator, so I'm not gonna put it there. I'll put Nagnadal because I actually like used it. Man, I've never used Grimer or Muk, but I wanted to. I really did want to. Steel. This is technically not using the same Pokemon. I'm going to put Sandslash because I put Ice. I put Sandshrew. Fairy, we're gonna go with Cutiefly. Starter, we're gonna go with Primarina. The very first time I played Sun and Moon, I kept on resetting my game until I got a female Primarina. Now I don't care if I get a boy or a girl because it enhances the lore. Gimmick, we're gonna go, obviously, I'm gonna try to not use duplicates here. So I'm gonna pick Meowth. Legendary, so many great legendaries here. Ooh, Solgaleo, yeah. Then favorite of all time, not a question, guys. Let's get my boy back out here. Hell yeah. Sandshrew! Okay, we got 2 more gens and then it's gonna be the favorites of everything, okay? So let's try to speed run this. Normal, double, fire, Centiskorch. Water, let's go Inteleon. Grass, without a doubt, Rillaboom. Wait, but then I'm gonna put that as my my starter. I'm gonna go with Hisuian Voltorb. Electric, ooh, Morpeko. Ice, we're gonna go Steve's cousin. I plan on next time I replay Sword and Shield, I'm gonna put a Darumaka on my team. We're gonna go Graplock here. Poison, I used the Overquill on my Arceus team. We're gonna go with Toxtricity. Ground, shouldn't have been a hard option, but we're gonna do Ursaluna. Flying, with the only option that's not legendary, Corviknight. Psychic, definitely going Orbeetle here. Yeah, we're gonna go Orbeetle. I had put an Orbeetle on my very first team. Bug, damn, this shows me how much I really love bug types. So I'm actually gonna put Centiskorch here, and then when I go back to fire, I'm gonna switch it up. Hisuian Typhlosion. We got Rock. I used Colossal in my first gameplay. Not that it's my favorite out of this list, but you know, it's in a special place. It's in a special place. This is Ghost, right? All right. Reserved for Runerigus. Love me the Runerigus. Dragon. Hisuian Goodra. Yeah. Dark. Damn. All right. I'm gonna pick Overquill. I loved it on my team. I can't deny that. Steel. Ralladon. Fairy. I could go with Alcremie because it's so cute. But I actually use a Grimmsnarl on my team, so I'm gonna just put that one as my fairy. Starter, we're gonna go Rillaboom, 100%, 7 days out of the week. Gimmick, oh my god, look at all these gimmick Pokemon. I think I might go with a Hisuian form, because I really wasn't a fan of the Gigantamax. We're gonna go with Darmanitan. Love that boy. Legendary, probably Galarian Zapdos. Yeah, I think that's cool. And then favorite out of all of these, Rillaboom. No question. Next. Normal type Pokemon. I think I'm gonna go Mousehold. I grinded for a 3-family Mousehold for so long. It was like so annoying. Fire type. I'm gonna go with Skeleridge. Right? Skeleridge. Because it's not my favorite starter. So that's why I'm gonna put it there. Water types. I'm gonna go with Finizen. I'm gonna go with Palafin. But not the heroic form. Because I just love the little dolphin guy. Grass. Ooh, a lot of grass types. I would put Hydrapple, but I haven't played the DLC yet. I'm gonna put Toadscool. Oh yeah. Electric. Kilowattrel. Made it through my whole gameplay. This Pokemon swept so many teams. Ice types, we're gonna go with Arctibax. Fighting type, the Volcarona past form. I forget the name, but that's another one that's on my team. Poison, we're gonna go with Glamora. Ground, we're gonna go with Clodsire. Okay, we're gonna go Sandy Shocks here. Yeah, Sandy Shocks there, and then we're gonna put Kilowattrel for flying. And for Psychic, I think I'm gonna go with Screaming Tail. Bug, Spidops. Rock, Garganacl. Hell yeah. Ghost, we're gonna go with Golden Gold. Dragon. I haven't used, like I said, I haven't used Hydrapple. I think I put Roaring Moon there. Dark. I could put Meowscarada. Steel. Gotta put Tinkaton. Fairy. Fluttermane. Hell yeah. Starter. Oh, actually, Quaxley. And then for this final section right here, were these the only ones that were gimmick Pokemon here? Huh. Okay. Toadscool. Legendary. I'm gonna go with this little ice thing right here. And then favorite out of all of these, I think I want to go Sandy Shocks. It's like so awesome. So now we're picking the favorites of the favorites. Well, these are our normal options, and honestly, gotta give it to Aipom. Fire types, I gotta give it to Stevie BB. We're gonna give it to Steve. Water, they got some good options here. I'm gonna go with Simipour. Grass, what do we have as options? Grass kind of underwhelming. None of these are gonna be my favorite of favorites. But if I had to choose, Leafeon. Electric, we're gonna go Electros. Ice, we're stuck with Sandshrew and Steve. That's tough. That's a tough choice. But I haven't used Galarian Darumaka yet, so I'm gonna just pick Sandshrew. Fighting type, Hitmonlee, 7 days out of the week, no competition. Poison, Nidoking, without a doubt. Ground, Sandshrew, come on now. Flying, Mantike. Yeah, I'm noticing like there's a trend. It's more cute. I like how my favorite Pokemon aren't like all like badass final evolution like shits. They're like, you know, kind of well rounded. Psychic, probably go with Meowstic. Yeah, why not? Bug, we're gonna go Leedian. Yeah. Rock, I'll go with Solrock here. Ghost, Sableye. Dragon, Flygon. Yeah. Dark, we're gonna go Crocodile. Steel, we're gonna go, cause I already picked Sandshrew. I'm not gonna pick Sandslash here. I'm gonna go Scizor. Fairy, Granbull. Starter. You know, Swampert is my favorite starter, right? Like you can see a trend here. I picked water in every generation except for Gen 6 and Gen 8. That actually is the truth though. Like those are the starters that I picked in those generations. I haven't used Inteleon, but it's not gonna overtake Rillaboom. I just felt like the personality of Rillaboom just overtook it. And then same thing with Gen 6. I know everyone loves Greninja, but you know, it was me, my brother, and my cousin, and we all like picked our starters, and I was forced to pick the grass one. But I like Chespin. I like the way Chespin looked. So you know, it is what it is. But out of this list, you know what, guys? I think I'm gonna go Rillaboom. Very unpopular opinion. The favorite gimmick, damn, is either between Big Drill or Mawile. But I'm gonna pick Mawile. Cause that made me look at the Pokemon different. Legendary. Okay, here it's gonna be between Regice and Regigigas. I'm gonna go Regigigas. And then now, favorites of favorites, the final category. Who is my favorite of favorites, you may ask? This list right here. I love this. I would like use these on a team. But favorite of favorites? Come on. Is there any question? Like, it's in the profile picture, guys. Is there any question? This is my list, guys. This is like my favorite Pokemon in every generation. There's still like one subsection, but you know, we got all of these Pokemon. And then I'm gonna scroll down and show the rest. That was from Gen, and then we got, yep, these are the favorites of favorites. But there's some more stuff here. We're not gonna do any of this. This seems unnecessary. Thank you guys for being here on this amazing journey with me as I discovered which Pokemons are my absolute favorite. This was really cool to go back and visit. This list may subject to change when I replay the games. So this is me in January, guys. This video is in January. It's also 8/19, my birthday. That's so cool. This is me in January. These are all my favorite Pokemon. Come back to me at December of this year when I replay all the games twice with different teams, and we'll see what has changed. I want to see what you guys get with this, so make sure to comment your favorite Pokemon. Join the Discord link in my bio so you guys can put your favorite Pokemon in the chat. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button so you don't miss a future episode, guys. All that being said, it's your boy,
Don't worry. What's that? Keep it the boy to be up next. No cap. What am I dead? Move how I want, baby, don't stress. 4 laps. Run around the cop, no contest. Fall back. Before I gotta come for your neck.